There are moments when the world seems to stop spinning. When the sound of cameras, the cheers of the crowd, and the glimmer of Parisian night lights blend together, only for one name: Kim Taehyung. And that night, the whole world realized there is truly no one like him. Hello K-pop lovers, welcome back to this channel. Tonight, we'll dive into a story that made the worlds of fashion, music, and the internet fall completely silent. A rare moment where Taehyung of BTS captured the attention of the entire world at the Celine Fashion Show in Paris. But not just because of his handsome face or the flawless outfit he wore. It was because of his aura, calm, magnetic, and powerful enough to shake millions of hearts with a single step. The sky over Paris was painted in a soft shade of grey that evening, as if it was holding its breath for something extraordinary. A black car stopped in front of a grand hotel, where fans had already been waiting for hours, holding posters, cameras, and hearts that beat a little too fast. And when the car door slowly opened, the spotlight shifted. From behind the reflective glass, a figure emerged, one that made time itself slow down. Kim Taehyung, dressed in a dark double-breasted coat, walked gracefully with quiet confidence. His hair perfectly styled, his expression calm, his smile small yet enough to light up the night. Screams erupted. Cameras flashed non-stop. And in that instant, the street outside the hotel turned into a storm of euphoria. Yet, amidst all the chaos, Taehyung simply smiled. He looked around, bowed slightly, and walked toward the car that would take him to the place where magic awaited. The Celine Fashion Show Spring, Summer 2026, at Paris Fashion Week. When his car stopped at the venue, hundreds of cameras instantly turned his way. The flashes sparkled like stars dancing across the night sky. And among all those lights, one shone brighter than the rest. The light that came from him. Taehyung stepped out of the car with elegance and calm. Every move he made seemed measured, deliberate. Nothing exaggerated, nothing forced. As if every second spent under those camera flashes had been part of a film, one that never stopped rolling. And the world couldn't look away. Within hours of his appearance, social media exploded. The hashtags #VXCeline26, #Taehyung, and #PFW climbed to the top of worldwide trends. Over 2 million posts flooded timelines in mere hours. Photos of him under the golden lights of Paris spread across the globe, from Korea, Japan, France, to the US. A short fan video showing him waving before leaving the hotel went viral, gaining millions of views overnight. And the comments beneath it were full of awe. "He looks like he just walked out of a noir film," one fan wrote. "He's not just handsome. His art in motion," another added. Taehyung has always shared a special connection with Celine. Not only as a guest of honor, but as someone who embodies the perfect balance between sophistication and mystery. Fashion editors and designers call him the face that speaks without words. And that night, everyone finally understood what that meant. When Taehyung took his seat in the front row, every camera lens pointed toward him. He sat quietly, his gaze calm yet sharp as he observed the runway. Each small smile he gave sent a ripple through millions of hearts watching from afar. Even other celebrities at the event couldn't help but glance at him again and again. He barely moved. He didn't need to. Because everyone knew. That night, he was the center of the universe. Fashion media couldn't stay silent either. Vogue Paris, Harper's Bazaar, and GQ Korea all published special features dedicated to him. They praised his minimalist yet commanding look, calling it the new definition of masculine elegance. One article even wrote, "V doesn't wear fashion, he defines it." And that single line went viral across the world. But beyond the lights, the glamour, and the flash of cameras, there was something deeper. Something you couldn't quite see, but could feel. A stillness, a serenity, an aura. In a world full of noise and competition, Taehyung stood out not by being loud, but by being calm. He didn't try to attract attention. The world simply gave it to him, willingly, helplessly, completely. And perhaps that's his true power. Fans who were present that night described the moment as a dream. One ARMY from France wrote, "When he walked past me, I couldn't breathe. Everyone went silent. He looked like someone not from this world." Another fan shared, "He's not just an idol. He's a calm energy, a presence that makes you feel safe." The comments kept coming, filled with admiration and love. That night, Paris wasn't just the city of fashion. It became a stage where Taehyung embodied elegance in its purest form. After the show ended, the internet didn't quiet down. The hashtags #VFORCeline, #Kim Taehyung, and #Paris Fashion Week stayed on top of worldwide trends for hours. Photos of him walking under the Paris streetlights, standing by the Eiffel Tower, and greeting fans spread like wildfire. Each photo told a story, and every story led back to one thing: the unexplainable charm of Kim Taehyung. Fashion journalists admitted, it's hard to focus the camera anywhere else when Taehyung is in the room. Even when the lights dimmed, even after the guests left, his name continued to echo through the night. What made it all even more special was how he stayed true to himself. Simple, gentle, sincere. In the middle of all the luxury and noise, he still waved at fans, smiled softly, and thanked them quietly. No arrogance, no distance, just warmth, the kind that lingers. Many fans said, he makes everyone feel special, even with just one glance. And perhaps that's what makes Taehyung so rare. He doesn't just appear, he connects. He turns fleeting seconds into everlasting memories. Not through words, but through presence. In a world obsessed with glamour and competition, Taehyung didn't need to compete. He didn't need to stand out. The universe simply revolved around him. Everywhere he went, silence followed. Not out of fear, but admiration. And that night, the world witnessed one truth: that real charisma can't be created. It can only belong to someone truly extraordinary. Now, days after the event, the internet still hasn't stopped talking about him. Photos and videos of Taehyung in Paris continue to flood social media. Fans from every corner of the world keep writing about his elegance, his calmness, his glow. One post reads, "V in Paris isn't just a sight, it's a feeling you'll never forget." And maybe that's true, because Taehyung didn't just attend an event, he created a moment. A moment that made the world pause and fall in love all over again. Because that night, under the glittering Parisian sky, Celine may have had many stars, but there was only one light that made the whole world stop. And his name was Kim Taehyung.